Hey everyone, welcome to Dark Fairy Tarot. You're joining me on a rainy, drizzly day in Brussels. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, I think something like 9 o'clock in the evening. It's dark. It's Belgian summer. There you go. So welcome to new subscribers. Welcome back to those who already know me. So yeah, I recently bought the Magick of You Oracle. There is a first impressions video already up on the channel. Now I had a request to show the unboxing in this video. So I'm going to, not the unboxing, show you a pairing with other decks of this video. And so I've done that today. I have paired this today with several tarot decks and then with several oracle decks. And I decided to make all the pairings mass market because, yeah, I just wanted to do that. I wanted to make it so that it's as accessible as possible for others, and hopefully as I show you the pairings as well, you know, if you don't have another deck that goes, if you don't have that particular deck, don't worry. You know, I'm sure on your shelf you'll find something very similar to the suggestions I'm making, and I will also be saying them as I go through them. I am going to do an overhead shot kind of video, so just to be very well aware that those are not my forte. They're not my gift, those kind of videos. But I wanted to give it a try because I think it's important. So just bear with me if it's not as fantastic as you might expect, but I gave it a try basically. So thank you for sticking around, and here come the pairings. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. So without further ado, let's start pairing the rock pool deck Magick of You with some tarot decks. First of all, tarot decks that I found from my shelf. And if you don't have this deck specifically, you can, you know, I'm not talking about the Magick of You, but any of these pairings, you know, there are similar decks hopefully on your shelf that you probably will be able to find. So the first one here is the Rackham Tarot. This is the Rackham Tarot, actually, here you go. And this is a Llewellyn deck that I bought. Now, I think that this is very similar sometimes in nature to the John Dulac or the Bauer deck. So I think it's John Bauer. So I definitely would say, you know, you can pair it with some of those Fae decks and see how that works. I think there's something about them that has that synchronicity. It says here, there's a solution for every problem, and she's being chased by wolves. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's time to lead, and look at that, that's a Knight of Wands. So yeah, there is something about this synchronicity that I'm already liking as I look at them, and yeah, I just feel that they go so well together visually, and I'm sure that there's a story to tell by putting those pairs together. So there you go. That's the Magick of You with the Rackham Tarot. So let's put the Rackham Tarot aside for a second and see what else we get here. Okay, so the next deck that I'm going to show you, I'm just looking over at my pile. Let me get this one out. Now this is a deck that I absolutely love the art, and I just think I look forward to using this again because I feel it's very wintry for me. But here we go. This is Tarot of the Abyss. Let me show you the cover, actually the box here. Here's the box, Tarot of the Abyss. And these are the cards together of the Tarot of the Abyss with Magick of You. Wow, there is something here, I think, as well. Yeah, there's something about the images that are speaking to me. I would really like to work off this intuitively. I would not go so much perhaps on keywords, but just direction, images, whatever is kind of like coming off here. Yeah, I just feel like this is very, oh, look at that, resilience, and then you've got 5 Pentacles. This is very, very intuitive for me. There's something about this that just really flows, I feel anyway. So yeah, that is with the Tarot Abyss, and that gives you a bit of an idea of how these two go so well together. And it's interesting, right, because you've got a black and white deck, and here you've got this photo collaging that, you know, we talk about. So very different forms of art mediums, and yet there is something, it says here, protection, set personal boundaries, and here we have the 9 of Pentacles. There's something about this that just, yeah, there's a flow of energy. That's what I want to say. Wow. Yeah. I just feel that. Look at her corset, torso region, and look at that, you know, how it's flowing out of him, the tree. So, well, he is the tree in a way. So yeah, I just feel that there's something in here that I and become a loving mirror. And this is an inward journey, and this is the Fool. So yeah, what more can I say? These, I think, also go so beautifully together. And that is the Tarot of Abyss by Anna Turin. Okay, so let's go into the deck after. And here is another Fae deck. Different artwork again, but it's one of my favorites. This is a deck that I've had now for some time, and I absolutely love it. So let's see what we have here with, oh, let me see if I can just put these back first. There we go, and here we go. Wow, so this is the Hush Tarot, and let me show you the box cover for the Hush. There we go, there's the Hush Tarot by Jeremy Hush. And this is a US Games deck. So yeah, before I forget, everything that I'm showing you is a US Games deck in this. Wow, transform the way you see. And she's stuck there. This is the Ten of Swords. So, you know, if she can unfurl herself. Wow, look at that. Yeah, there's something about these two. Again, it's ethereal. It's below the surface. It's not the same artwork. But there's something about this that just looks like I could really create a story with these images. And I think that's absolutely gorgeous. You know, there's something there that I can put together as a message. Here it says the Star. So this is the Star card. And it says, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. So, you know, have hope and allow things to reveal itself. That's how I'd see it. And here it's the Ten of Cups. This is for me all about finding that satiety, finding that that community, finding that love, finding that piece of bonds that we build. And here it says, open your arms, you know. So, and this is death, I'm pretty sure. Look at that transformation. It says, embrace oneness with the universe. So yeah, again, I just think that's a beautiful pairing. And that is the Hush Tarot. That is it. This is a deck, the Hush Tarot, which I use so much as more of an intuitive deck, and I think that it just goes so well with so many of my other decks in my collection. Okay, so this is fun. I haven't done this one before for a lot. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so let's start with this. The next pairing I'm going to give, and then the last one, and then we're going to go into oracles. So the next pairing I'm going to give, I brought this out because I haven't shown it in a while. Now this is a very dark deck, and I think it's very eclectic in its taste, but some like it. And so let me show you the box first of all, before I forget. Let's not forget. And it is, of course, the Tarot V. It's another low Scarabeo deck. This is the other side of it. And yeah, I really, really like this. This was, who is the artist again? I'm pretty sure it's Charles Harrington. That's the writer. Let me check though, because I want to make sure I get that right. I can't remember the name of the artist, I apologize here. But it is the Tarot V. Charles Harrington is the writer, and Alejandro Colucci is the artist in question. Okay, so let me show you this with the Tarot V. And before we go on, I just want to show you the backs of this deck. Now, I have edged mine in this very deep purple wine grape color, but that's my thing. I have to. And again, I mean, this is very much a vampirical deck, as we'll call, of course, the Tarot V. Yeah, and now we're really into the dark aesthetics. If you have Tarot del Nuit or Tarot de la Nuit, or if you have maybe the Zombie Tarot, but definitely some of the Llewellyn fantasy decks I think will go so, so well with this Magick of You by Fiona Horn. Yeah, there's a, you know, this is the Nine of Swords. Just feel loved and proud. Naz, I'd have to really read about this. So, and this is paradisical. You belong to paradise. And here it's Eight of Swords. So yeah, it's just, wow. Solitude, and it looks very Joan of Arc. Yeah. I mean, this is a darker, much darker theme now, but yeah, I don't know if it's for everyone, but I personally would like to sit with these two together. There's something about this that I'm finding. I mean, if you're looking to do like shadowy kind of stuff, you know, especially with Halloween this October, yeah, this is a great deck for Halloween, I think, for Samhain. definitely. So yeah. So let's move on from there. That was the Tarot V. I think as equally some of the other Llewellyn box deck, like the Runic Tarot, that's another one, or Heaven and Earth Tarot, they would also go so well with the Magick of You, I think, you know. So okay, so let's put these back here again like this. And this is going to be the last tarot sharing that I'm going to do, but it's a different one. And here we have it. Here we have it. It's the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I originally was thinking of the Dream Keeper's Tarot, but then something said to me, no, try it with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And I think it's going to work well. So let's give it a try and see how they look. Okay, look at that. So if you have the Tarot, I mean, these are huge cards, but if you have the Tarot of Mystical Moments, I think it might work with that deck too. Oh, sorry, there we go. I'm trying to keep it in shot. So there we go. Again, you know, it's time to lead, and now we have the star here. How beautiful. The Hermit and Doable. The key is within your grasp. Oh my God, look at that pairing. Wonderful pairings. Detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. And then we have the Five of Swords. And yeah, just there's something about this. Judgment, epoch, pause in your journey. So this is really a reflection moment. So again, you know, this is a pairing I think that would look beautiful together. If you have another kind of surreal art kind of, you know, deck such as this is kind of surreal art, that's how I would put it. I don't think it's collage, I think it's something else. I think it would just look so beautiful with this. And that's the Nine of Pentacles, and you have commune with the source, and she's here talking to the bird, the canary traditionally. Here we have the Ace of Cups and let love grow. Look how beautiful that synchronicity is. So yeah, so again, here it's very message-wise. I feel that there's some synchronicity, but hopefully you get an idea here with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Okay, so going on from that, let's look at this deck with some Oracle decks. And hopefully you're enjoying this. I don't do many overhead videos, but I sometimes think it's good to do it for me as well. So thank you for joining me if you're still here. So let's pair it with something that I just immediately called to me that I have to pair it with this deck. And that is here the Mausolea Oracle of Souls. And that's by illustrated by Jason Engel. And so let's have a look at how they go. Something in me said that these will work so well together. Maybe. So if you have the Angelarium, I think it would go well with that too, actually. So there. Yeah, there's something here. Resilience, and this is the Resilience again. This is the Traveler. Oh, this is very much kind of like Hades, Plutonian. Yeah, kind of like journeying, I think, for me here. At this point, we're into Hades world, and I think, oh, it's just so beautiful. Commitment, acquisition, responsibility from be still and listen to the spirits. Yeah, this is powerful for me to work together here. Anubis, protection, set personal boundaries again. So, yeah. Again, there's just so much that I could do in terms of journey work with these two. But this is very much an underworld kind of space for me that I'm creating here now. It's almost like the Magick of You really sits in that it can be, you know, it's on earth, but it can go into the underworld, and it can go towards, if you want to see it as heaven or whatever you want to call it as, you know, a lighter place, if that's what you want to call it as. I personally am not so much of a heaven and hell traditional norms kind of person. I'm more of like, you know, we have different worlds kind of person. Yeah. So yeah, I think that there's something here for me to, it says here, Queen of Shadows, wrath, instability, suspicion. Here says free yourself, liberation. Wow. So yeah, I just think there's something here that I can enjoy. And it's Morgan. It's Morgan Le Fay, but I call her Morgana because traditionally she's also known as Morgana, basically. So sister of King Arthur, and witch, half sister actually. She's also the daughter of Merlin. Atonement, growth, deceit, merge with the flow. So yeah, I'm going to stop there with this particular oracle, but you get the idea of how these are flowing together. So let's put this here and let's take this to the side. Oh, interesting. I now see how much is created all around when we do things this way, right? But there we go. So let me look at it with this. Now this is another low Scarabeo deck, but now we have a different energy forming. And I'm going to go towards more the Fey world again. This is Fairies. So the deck that I'm going to show you here is a Power Barbary deck, and that's the Night Fairies. You can use this equally if you have the Star Dragons or the Unicorn deck. I think it might go with them as well. So yes, here, Knight's Call, Serendipity. Visually, wow, the Fae of Joy and Tangent, make your dreams real. There's something about this again that I absolutely just love. Translucence, love the darkness. Here it says inspiration. The Alpha, and again we're back to Hex. And here it is, the Wounded Healer and Oblivion, open your arms. So again, you know, we just have a synchronicity. I feel a visual synchronicity, and again, a story can be created when you put these two together. They just look so good together, right? That's how I feel anyway. Trying to not make it too messy. But yes. So yeah. Let me know what you think of that pairing. I think there's something there. But again, you know, if you don't have the Night Fairies, but you might have the Unicorns or another Power Barbary deck, you know, it's always worth giving it a try, I think. So, yes. Okay, so there we have the Night Fairies. Now we're going to move away a little bit from Low Scarabeo. And the deck that I want to show you here is Urban Crow by MJ Cullinan. This is a Hay House deck. And there's something in me that said try it because it's very, very urban. And sometimes we need that urban touch. We need that pop of color as well sometimes, you know, if it gets too dark. So let's see how these go together. And yes, like, you know, the crows are just, the Morrigan energy is so gorgeous. They just, again, lovely pairings. I think that's gorgeous. And there's displacement. It's almost like here, it's the warning coming through, and here, it's almost as if, you know, the antidote, direction, vertigo, whatever you choose will be correct. Look at that. Teamwork, epiphany, reveal your gifts. Just, there is a secret, protection, sacrifice. What can you let go of? So again, you know, there's a synchronicity, risk, samadhi, perfect acceptance. Yeah, there is something routine. Honor your mystical creative force. So, you know, even in our everyday lives, we have magic in our routines. Panacea, again, you know, that there is a solution for every problem. And here it's anticipation. So perhaps we're waiting for that solution. And here it's scavenge, and it's time to lead. So yeah, again, you know, it's how you choose to work with the two together. But I think that there's something very beautiful. And I feel this very strong autumnal energy with this deck. So this isn't, we're in the summer, but actually it's a very drizzly day in Brussels. We're in the summer, but I feel as if, you know, this is a good way for me to prepare working with decks in the winter, because I'm already seeing some beautiful pairings from what I already have. Okay, let's try it with this deck, which is, and then I think I'll move on to the last one. So let's go back to, where were we? I think we were undoable. Let's go back to this one. And let's go to, okay, here it is. I'm going to try and open it now. Which is Familiar by Barbara Miko John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. I have quite a few of their decks and I really enjoyed them. These are not oracles though that are, I mean, these are not light oracles. These are oracles that will come with very interesting aspects. A little bit, I call them mischievous. And there we go. Look at that. I like that. Okay, so again, protection and detox. There's something about this magic going with this underworld again, or this not so much underworld, sorry, but I would say it more towards that ethereal energy. So this just says, you know, everything in perfect balance, and this says premonition. Yeah, resourceful. I really like the guidebook to this deck as well. So commune with the source, and then cunning, fox. Yeah, I think there's something there. I really like this animal deck. I think it's been done very, very well, this animal spirit deck. Deception, let love grow. Yeah, there's something about this. Potency, resilience, goat energy. Goat energy, so resilient. Oh, yeah. Badger, persecution, effervescence, cultivate love. And here it says commute, and here it says be still and listen to the spirits. So again, glamour, and here it says protection, set personal boundaries. This is a Fae Queen. And Black Hound, foreboding, and make peace with your past. So again, there's something here that I find is synchronicity, and I think this would be, again, great Samhain pairings. I keep thinking about October. We're in July. I keep having to say to myself, we're still in July. Hold your horses. But there you go. Okay, so let me put these away for a second. And then I think this is the last pairing, so let me show it. Let me first clear these up. This pile. There we go. And this is the last one, and that is Into the Lonely Woods. Lucy Cavendish, Dan May. Let's see if this works. I can just about get it in. Wow. A time to rest a while. Become a living mirror. Again, just transform the way you see ebbs and flows. So there's something here. These are two very, very different decks now for me. But I wanted to show that. I wanted to show a different kind of pairing, a different kind of, you know, we're in woodland energy, but very different woodland energies in some ways. And I wanted to show that. I wanted to show that, you know, you can go out of your comfort zone if you wanted to. Well, I could. Plight of the Wanderer, Translucence, Love the Darkness again. So, yeah, it's just this. What did we lose? This is a hex card again. And here, drink from your own well, water your own garden. Here says oblivion, open your arms. Okay, so here, a time to share. And here, embrace oneness. Oh, yeah, there's something about this that I feel maybe we have some beautiful pairings that could happen here. I'll show you one more because, and that will be the end. And that's the one that I actually originally bought these decks with, you know, bearing in mind with this particular deck and another one. They were bought together, and well, they weren't bought together, sorry, but they were ordered at the same time and they arrived together. And there was a reason for that. I felt there was a synchronicity as soon as I saw them together in my hands, because I brought them home together. And of course, that is the Oracle of Roses by Cheryl and Darcy. And something in me has said for a long time, they're going to go beautifully together. And let's see, right? How that could look. And here we have the Liberator. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? Let chance play its creative role in your life, mosaic. And here it says the flat. So again, you know, these are, you'd have to work through it with the ancestors. Feel loved and proud. Oh, beautiful. There's something about this, and I'd have to work with the guidebooks. Sorry if I knock it, but I'd have to work with the guidebooks. But I think that there's something about this that can go together. It says here, the heart, and you belong to paradise. The mother, solitude, alone but not lonely. And his is the giver, compassion for others. So yeah, okay, so that is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because I just thought that just was beautifully put together. Okay, so let's return to wrapping up. Okay, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed those pairings. I thought they were amazing. I loved them. If you have a favorite, let me know in the comments section. Again, you know, it doesn't have to be even the Magick of You. It can be another deck that you've bought that has similar kind of like this photo montage, or whatever you want to call it, art, and you want to find a way to put them together, there is just so many possibilities, right? So I love doing these videos because again it just shows how we can take one deck and really make it work with the rest of our shelf. It also echoes my personal principle, is that, like, will that deck go with any others? Now, I do have some individuals in my collection that just sit on their own, so I won't talk about them today, but you know, there are some of my weird decks. But most of my decks, yeah, they can bounce off each other, and that's why I just wanted to show that. So thank you for sticking around, and I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful week wherever you are.